Okay, there's a town dog. I'm back in flight simulator 2020, and I'm fixing to try to back another flight. It's gonna be a pretty long flight where I got it set up probably. Uh, I'm still in the Cessna, sitting on where I landed last at Shoemaker. 2TN4 is ICAO. I'm gonna be leaving here on heading of about uh 065 using the VOR out of Memphis, and I'm gonna pick up the VOR after I fly a few minutes in Nashville. VOR in Nashville is 11410, and after I get to Nashville, I'll leave there on the heading of 135. If I last that long, I may give out and quit, and I'll be headed to Chattanooga. That's where I plan on stopping at Chattanooga VOR 11580. I got an ILS of 10950, and runway heading is 190, runway 20. And that's about all there is to say about that. Anyway, let's get this thing fired up. It's just a little bit before good daylight, just breaking day. Let's check our fuel and everything. I think I can do that without going over to the pump. Just do it right here. Weights and balances. Now I filled it up while going. It's full already. I was just checking to be sure that it is. Gonna need probably a pretty good tank of fuel. I hope we got enough. And then should have enough, I think. And we're gonna get inside the plane, crank this thing up. The runway is not lit. I can see it, but it ain't lit. That's enough to get me off the ground. A little early for a person flying off a non-lit runway, but we'll be right. So let's get inside the plane, and I'm gonna pick this up like it's right here. The first thing we'll do is we'll get the power on. Power's on. Turn the fuel on and see if this thing will start. Maybe it won't. Well, gotta go the other way. We're gonna start it. All right, it started. Lights, I guess I left them on, didn't I? I thought I turned them off. They came on automatically, didn't they? I think I turned them, left them on. I had them on while ago checking stuff. Anyway, lights are on bright. Now we need some avionics. There we go. And we get up here where we can see them. I'm gonna take it out of the way, not that it matters. I'm gonna get my way done. Now up here at the top, uh, says here, there's your communication radios. All right, there's your, and I'm gonna go ahead and set Jackson, Nashville on nav 2, but I'm gonna put it on nav 1 and bring it back down because it's just so close. I'm just gonna go ahead and set it. 11410 is Nashville. Now I'm gonna put it up top. Then I'm gonna take this and then go to Memphis, which is 11750. Right, that's that one. I'm gonna put it back at the top, leave that there. Then I'm gonna go down to nav 2 now. I like to use both of them so I tell where I'm at better. And I think the bottom radar is there, and I'm gonna go ahead and make it 14, just like I did 10. Really can't, too far away. I can't see it. I can't see it anyway if I do it this way. Well, where it is right there. Forgot how to turn it like that. 1410. Well, I'm gonna make it active for now. I'll go ahead and make this a 17. 1750. There we go. I'll make that an active down, bring it back down. Now I've got standby on And I was gonna go out on a heading of, I'll leave here on a heading of about 065. So let's get that right here, just for the goodness of it. I'll get right a minute. There we go. Just appear on the same thing. Let's check it in, make sure I didn't do it wrong. Come on, there we go. That's right. All right, they're both right. Now that is the navigation out of here. Everything is set up. Now in order to get, let's get where we can see out of this thing, get them books back under me. We get tall enough to look out over the top. A little bit too bright on the lights, ain't we? For this time of day. Which lights is that? Not that one. Well, on a little light, but I don't want it too bright. I'll let go right there for now. Maybe we'll be able to see that enough to get by. And we're ready to get in there. Let's get onto the runway. Let's turn some lights on first. That's what we're going to do. We ain't turn these on. We didn't turn regular lights on. We're going to turn on our, we're not going to turn the pump on. We're going to turn the beacons on. Landing. Taxi. Navigation. Strobes. We won't leave that right there. That's everything we got to have to get out of here. All right, let's get on this runway to get in there. I'm gonna, like I said, I'd like to take off like a short peel. Might ought to get my brakes up. That should have done it. In fact, I heard them let go, I think. I don't guess I did. Maybe I heard them set until let go. That right there is hooked to the other button. That's part of that. They were already off. Just the pavement's so soft it didn't want to move what it predicted. I thought the brakes were set. They weren't until I set them. All right, here we go. I don't want my trim set on. Don't know what I wanted, don't be honest with you. We don't need no heat or nothing. I don't know how much I want really, but I'm gonna go with about up about 4. It might be way too much. I don't usually mess with it till I get in there. Well, the autopilot takes care of once I get everything going, but like I said, once I get there, I can tell what I got. Here we go. Down the runway. I'm gonna put some flaps down like I started to say a while ago. At least 2 clicks. Take off like a short peel. Get enough airspeed. We ain't getting much airspeed, are we? You better get some airspeed, Scallywooker. There we go. All with them full with flaps like I got them. She's coming on up, ain't she? See if I can get a little altitude out of this. I don't want to get too fast now. With a little flaps down, it's a little heavy there. Also heavy on fuel. We need to get up a little higher now, but we also need some more airspeed. I'm letting the flaps up, she ought to be gaining some airspeed, and she ain't. Am I climbing that fast? I guess I am. Cool, let the flaps all the way up now. That should be clean. The nose back down a little. Come on. Well, just enough to call it climbing. I need to be turning around toward the way I'm going to be going, or toward Memphis, actually, what I want right now. If I fly in a heading of about 120 to 150, I can get into the VOR out from Memphis pretty quick. I'm going to turn east first, and then worry about it. Actually, east won't be too bad. I don't want to get behind Memphis, what I don't want to do. I turn the lights off now. Good way to get everything set. Planning lights. Taxi lights, there we go. Now we got them all. I want to go, actually I want to try to get over here about east. I'm not getting much airspeed, I'm gonna tell you. Throttle wide open. Maybe because I got so much fuel on board. I've been flying with less fuel, but I'm going a long ways. That's good, doing good now though, right there. What I want to do now is get heading bug at the top, somewhere in the easterly manner. I say go 120 be alright. Set that and that. No, it's wrong. Set that and that. I'll be alright right there for now. Vertical speed, let's set, go ahead and set this at 1600 be alright. On vertical speed of about 400. That'll be alright right there. Go back to my normal altitude. Come on. Don't go to the ground. What did I say? I had about 16. Looks like I got the wrong. +4. Right there. Back on my altitude. There we go. Now we're going to go to about 2,000. See what that does to it. That should put her on a climb right there. Where am I at? I ain't seeing no climb. Worked real good the other last time I missed this. Something ain't doing. They ain't doing what? Right there is supposed to give me vertical speed. Right there, I see it. 400. So I go back to here now. She should go there and leave that 5. That's our 500. And now I'll go up to 2,000. And get that thing up off the ground a little bit. There she goes. She can deal with that right there, I believe. Make sure my wings are clean. They look good to me. Alright, where's our... It's still over there. I'm going to take this and find out where Memphis, where that VOR Memphis is at for me. VOR is south of me, so I can come on back down along there. Be alright. Like I said, 150 be alright. Now I'm looking for the alignment on that. I don't have to get over that much, but I'm looking for that alignment on that VOR out of town. We're doing pretty good here. Thing looks alright. Now we can go, I'm gonna go 2,500 now. Another 500. And climb. That's the way we're gonna do it. And she's going off the line of nose, but she drops back pretty quick. Don't stay there. Tea glass about empty. I don't know if I got time to fly this thing or not. I'm gonna try it. I'm waiting on that arrow there to come over toward the center. I'm past the VOR, it's behind me now, but I'm still headed toward it because it's over here on the 150 is straight across the bar from it. So I should be getting, actually I'm too far over, to be honest with you, for what I see. I don't want to go straight across the bar. I've got far enough to go to find it before I get out of town. 120 like I was talking about. Say 120, 150. We quit jumping. That mouse. That's what I can't use on a combat game. There we go. We'll let it go right there for a few minutes. I'm waiting for that bar for me to get to that bar. I'm flying right across the tip of it there, more or less, in that direction. I'm gonna be going on 165 once I pick it up. Now, I can probably pick up, it's not even maybe not just altitude, but a little higher. I can pick up Nashville from here. I'm gonna go to Nashville and then back down to Chattanooga. I could probably go straight. I don't know if Chattanooga's high or low altitude. I don't remember. I've got a book here, but it don't tell me on that one whether it's high or low. Low would only give about 50, 60 miles, and high would give me 200. I think it's high, but I don't know for sure. I still gotta watch that arrow right there to move. I want this one to be straight. Come on. It's reaction too slow. Alright, right along there. Good. Now, airport is almost west of me now. It should be getting over toward that bar pretty soon. Oh well, it ain't. Airport is 230 from me. Actually be 220 with that. 210, yeah, 220. Let's see what we got going on. Pushed it pretty hard. I can put this back down. I don't need to be up where I can see over that, and I can let this back down where I can see out now. I don't look behind them, look over that nose right now. I would like to keep the autopilot in sight and the 2 navigation radios. And enough, clear enough that I can see what's going on the faces of the gauges. Not worried about the squawk or nothing like that. We've got now set, not GPS, but now, and we're headed across here. We've got the Memphis VOR on both radios. This one right here don't went all the way over. See, it's just moving pretty fast. I passed it pretty fast. If it gets to 240, it's almost straight out from it. 240, 250, between 240 and 250, I'll be straight out from it. So it's time for that needle to start coming across up at the top. That needle right there at the top's ready to come over anytime. I see it moving. It's moving. I knew it about time for it. I'm gonna get ready to set the nav. Let's approach this nav right there. The needle gets about the center, we'll give it its own head. Keep flying this angle until it gets it. We'll let it head toward what I think toward Nashville is. It's not necessarily toward Nashville. If I missed the angle, I used a map. I used that map right there to set my course from here to here. I used a protractor here, and it said about 165, about 065. Then I used one here, and it gave me the one to here. So I'm gonna go up and back down. Straight across would be closer. And if I can pick it up, I might go to it just to cut some time out of it. But that's where we're headed. I've got everything going my way right now. It's gonna take a while. Oh, we were lined. Let's give it its head. Let's give it its own head. Come on, give me a. This thing won't work unless you've got a little bit of height. Now, there we go. So we passed it a little because it took me so long to get ready. But I'll just let it get back over to it. And we're going out from Memphis. The little arrow being down right there means out. And the VOR 11750 behind me. It wouldn't have got over so far, but I clicked that quicker. But when in this simulator, if you got it down too close to the edge, when you go to point at this stuff, but it's working out a while ago with what I'm also going to climb a little more now. Why are you turning? Oh, because it's still looking for it. Go to 3,000. I don't know. 500 times all I want. I may go to 5,000, but I want to go 500 at a time. Doing lists. Calibrate my equipment. There we go. I started cracking down. We're going into the sun. We were landing with us. Oh, it'll be too long, but we landed the sun to our back. It takes too long. To our face, right now it's to our face. We'll be turning around and coming back this way to land. Runway heading is 190, and well, that's almost south, man. And the altitude is 682. So we go well above that. Some mountains in there, so we'll come in high. We'll come in at 6, we'll come in about 51. Catch our list. Once we leave Chattanooga, I'll set up, once we leave Nashville, I'll set up the ILS and the VOR for Chattanooga. This is going to be a long, slow flight. I might not want to stay with it. I might give out on myself. I guess if I do, I can land it and cut the flight in half. Find me an airport and set it down. We're traveling 120, but that's a good little ways over here. If I could climb a little higher, hip a little, we have much. We've quit climbing, so let's go another lift. long as it stays above 80, we're all right. I'd rather be above 90 and 100, but we can live with 80. I wish it'd take long to get up there. Let's go to 4,000. That mouse right there. So there you go. Go another lift. When I got some climbs a little slow too. They help on my airspeed. Now I don't want to get much slower than that right there, so it should be getting, yeah, it'll get much slower. It's gonna hold that. Fix the level off here just a minute anyway. Come on, you get slow as I want you. I think maybe I can. We're not very high though. Put a little mixture on it. Lean it down a little bit. Burn this sucker up. I didn't lean it down that much. Let the airspeed get back up and we can another lift. Alright, now I can check. Now this right here, I'm going to put it on the same as the top of it, which was 065, what it was. I got it in and out. I had it pointing back at the airport so I know where it's at. 065, that's it right there. Dead on line, dead on line. Now, what I can do now is check. I know Nashville will be on. I'm only off a few degrees too. I'm not off that much. Actual heading from here to there is 70, 65, 5 degrees. Let me get this over. I'm gonna change this one now. I ain't changed that yet. Now, 70. That's straight in more or less. I use the bottom one to figure out where it's at and top it to fly me. No, I don't think Chattanooga over yet. We could check it now. We don't need Memphis anymore. Chattanooga's 1580, so I'll drop down here. We'll set 1580 on this. Right there. Let's see if it's on. Nope, it ain't on. I didn't think it would be. I actually think it's low altitude. That says it's right, providing I got it right on this book. The book I'm talking about right here, which I pretty well have tested over the years. We got KCHA Chattanooga, VOR 1580. ILS I'm gonna go with 109.50. And the heading is 190, and the altitude airport is 682 feet. And that's should be tested and working. But that was flight 798 now. I don't think so. Some of it was 98, to be honest with you. What happened? What happened? What happened? Come on. Everything left. Everything left. Did he crash? No, it's still up. OBS got lost. There it is. It just went in the background. I don't think it done nothing wrong. Still working. That page knocked it all out for some reason or other. It shouldn't have, but it did for a little bit. Now we can climb a little more. The mountains over this way is a little taller too. Well, we ain't that far over yet, but so we'll go right here. That says road, but that don't say nav anymore. We lost our nav when it did way down a while ago. We're alright, but we lost it for just a minute. 70 is what I said. 70. See, it's getting back over now. It done turned around. Well ago when it went down, it did turn. It stopped flying itself. I don't know what happened, but it blinked out on me. So I think it's mainly on kind of that document, but that document should have done that. I've also got this flight events up, which really ain't supposed to. Well, I didn't mean to click that. Let's go away. I didn't mean to click that. I keep my taskbar at the top because on my combat games, it's out of my way more per. It'll do the same thing or in the middle of a game fighting somebody. And keeping it at the top, it ain't quite so bad about it. Now it's fixing to move this thing up another level, so I was seeing. See, it didn't. There it is. $4,500. Hope it helped you climb too. I think it did. That mount up climb, vertical speed. Let's keep it somewhere where we can handle it. We'll go to about 6,000, maybe a little more. I can tell you how far we are out of Nashville, I think. Nashville is KBNA, and we are 135 miles out. That's Nashville. We're still another probably 90 to 100 something down to Chattanooga. I could turn the plane and cut some time out of it. I'm gonna get this, go over on this other screen. Take a map right on this screen. I hope it don't mess my flight up like it did, something did a while ago. Where's my, here it is. I'm gonna see if I can't plot a course from where I am. Actually, I'm not too bad off course right now to where I was talking about going. Well, 70. That's upside down. Got a protractor in my hand. I see me on the map, and 90 would carry me almost straight to Chattanooga. I'll be turned to heading at 90, and just watch the VOR to tell where I'm at. When I pass Nashville, I'll be getting pretty close. But I'm gonna go ahead and turn to a heading at 90 on the heading book. That's east. That's dead east. I hadn't thought about that when I said it. Turn dead east. That's actually what I would have called it, but without checking the map on there. Come on, give me that number. There we go. Now we're going to go to heading book. Turn this thing, and we'll use this one right here on a parallel. The parallel of where we are here is north, so we'll set this in here on north. Now, well, that still ain't north, 1 degree off. It jumps 2 degrees. right there. Now, when that needle comes center, we're passing Nashville straight south of it, and that'll put us just a few miles from Chattanooga. I'm pretty sure Chattanooga's not on yet, but I can check. That's still right. Nope, it ain't on yet. I think it's low altitude. I have to fly pretty close to it before it comes on. But this direction, I will fly pretty close to it. I just cut out probably 30, 40 minutes flying by turning like that. I still use the same VORs to tell where I'm at. I just won't be within probably 80 miles of the other. The closest I'll get probably 60 to 80, something like that. But right now we're 127. This will get us our local real fly past Nashville turn, Chattanooga turn around. Once we get it on, it would be much easier. This ain't supposed to have a little map come up. I saw it then. There, right there. But you can't expand that, I don't think. Yeah, you can. Not enough to tell, but you can't tell them about what's on it either. Alright. TN37. I don't know where that is. Ozzy. That'd be the Tennessee River in front of me. Without a doubt. I'm getting pretty close to Tennessee River now. KMKL, it says Jackson. I think that's Jackson. Pretty sure it is. I'm a little bit scared at the expense of this book now. Had to wait down a while ago. Besides that, it ain't working. It's wanting to go crazy on me. It's gonna mess around, mess the game up. It ain't gonna work. If I pull it all the way up, it worked. Pull it all the way up like a machine out again. I'm pretty sure KMKL is Jackson. So there it says MKL. That'd be a VOR right there above it. But it won't tell you what it is. It would be on this other map, probably. Yeah, Jackson's almost straight above me. That's right. But they ain't telling me that. How do you stop it tracking? How do you stop it tracking? I forgot. Flight plan. Select your aircraft. Now it should quit tracking now. Well, do this that way then. Now it should quit tracking. There you go. Jackson right there. Trying to get some idea of what I'm looking at here, see if it'll tell me anything on this. I think it's supposed to tell me something. I don't see it. I don't see nothing on it. Nashville. No, this here. I'm still pretty close. I ain't very far off the line there yet from where we were going east. Well, we'd only changed a few degrees, so. Nope, we don't want to try to port aircraft. That'd be a mistake too. Thought it'd give me some airport information, but probably does. I don't know how to do it. That's alright. I'm gonna put that. I'll mess around and lose my flight. Mess with that. Anyway, Jackson behind me. Nashville is. I'm across the Tennessee River now, I believe. No, maybe not. Oh, what that may be. Oh, we're not across the river, we're still in front of us. Anyway, we're gonna close that for now. It don't tell us much. This needle down at the bottom will tell me when I get to Nashville. Straight south of Nashville, it'll tell me. The top is not telling me nothing right now because we're not using it anymore. Not using the signal anymore right now. Let's check into the signal, see if I don't think it's on yet. We're going to check it again. It is too. It seems to be on. And it is a little further than Nashville, so I guess it's probably right. I don't have a distance on it. Since we're not flying neither one of them, I can do this right here. That gives me 63 miles to Nashville, to Chattanooga, if that's right. Sounds like it's too close. And we're going away from what that is, so that's not it. That's another one. We're moving away from that, the numbers getting bigger. Wait a minute, I switched that to Memphis. I ain't never changed that. That's what happened. Okay. 63 miles out of Memphis. I had never changed that. Chattanooga, 1580. Now it's on. That's out. That's in. Right now it is Chattanooga now is, now if I leave this changed, it won't tell me when I get to Nashville. But this tells me I am 276 miles from Chattanooga. Now I can put this back on there. It'll tell me when I pass. That'll still tell me when I pass Nashville. And the phone is pointing at, I'll turn it around to runway heading when we get close. Right now it's pointing straight at the airport. We're not flying. Well, I guess we are too. We could actually use navigation now. So we got Chattanooga up at 200-something miles. I'm say that's it. I was in the wrong one while ago in the game. That was Memphis. I moved away from Memphis. I knew that. I forgot I hadn't switched that over to Chattanooga. I switched the bottom one, not the top. Get outside the plane a few minutes. Get the sun begin to shine a little. Get a little higher. Around the scenery a little bit. They put me back on a flight tracker. I took me off it a while ago. That's right. That's right. An Eastern House. Who said Eastern House? Already go right there. That put me back on there. Black Eagle. 5818. He's flying the DA-62. Could be, it could be. I don't remember what numbers he used to use. I might have them somewhere. 18. I don't think it was it. Watch our fuel a little too. I think we've plenty of fuel though. Well, we should have plenty, but we done used both tanks, a little over a quarter. We could climb another. Well, these mountains right here are pretty tall. Not real tall, but they get up 3,000 or 4,000 anyway. Some of them. Get up to 5,000 now. Climb another lift. Just climb 100 feet extra every time. You go back down, take care of that though. Or push it when it hits the right place to stop. She should level up on 5,000 this time. Slowly should ease up her, I think. Don't seem to be. 6,000, 5,500. It leveled off quicker than I thought it would when I told it to quit doing that. Didn't climb that time, did it? We lost the vertical airspeed. Come on, get out about 400, 500. Right there. Come up to 110. I don't know which 100 it is. It says 500. $5,000. There it goes. Should be about right. Yeah. Even if I change this, it'll stop where it was when I told it. Give or take 100 feet. Pick some airspeed back up. Still looks good out there. I can turn these lights brighter now. Getting more daylight, the lights won't bother you as bad. Alright, we'll go up another. Already it said it's already took to go. I think I just turned that scumbag off again. It's not saying vertical airspeed, it's saying I don't know. Set that level on 5800. It's supposed to give me a vertical airspeed when I push it right there. Oh, why they give me vertical airspeeds? There it is. Now, down to about 400 or 500. Come on. Down there. What's the 100? It really ain't want to operate exactly like it should. See, it ain't. I am at climbing, but it ain't climbing. I'm almost up at 6,000. I think it's where it's sitting doing part of it. This is 100 feet. That's what I'm at right there. Altitude hold. Vertical. But it ain't telling me nothing about the vertical, so vertical. But it don't say vertical now. I thought it was supposed to. Too far down. It's going down. Am I above my altitude or where am I at? That's on my diving. Vertical. It ain't wanting to stay where I put it. Now, we'll go, we're pretty good. 6,000, right there. There it goes. Now, if it ain't got too much climb, we'll be alright. It looks like it got too much climb. Come back down there, come back down there, come back down there. So I don't know where to set on it. It ain't let me set it where I want to set it. Pretty close. But I'm losing too much airspeed. Vertical climb went to 0 then. Which is what I wanted at that moment. But if it sets it back at 0, it won't work the next time I hit it. It says vertical airspeed right now, don't it? It's telling me to just altitude is 5,000 feet. That's what I got. But I don't want to. I want to set it yes. I want that thing to what I tell it to. This is vertical airspeed down here. When I click that, it should give me the vertical airspeed where I can set it. I've done lost altitude plenty of this thing. I can't get it where I want it. I need this one to tell me something. See, it set the altitude back there again. There we go, right there. Put a pointer right there. $55. I'm at 53. So we're gonna try to climb. That's it. 100 or what do you go to? It ain't telling me what it's doing. $400 feet said that's what I want. But it ain't showing me on that dial. Where are we? Where are we? We're still on it 5700. Climbing is slow. Feet per minute. Looks like it's climbing slowing out. "9-9 to the airport." Drifted off a little. That's good enough. Turn the nav switch on. I won't have to worry about it drifting off. It'll stay there. Okay, gotta get over on it, but it will stay there. Says it's over its way just a little bit. Alright, we're at 6,000. It won't move because I can't get moved. This little mouse wants to act stupid. That's good enough. With 6,500. I'm gonna hold it right there. It's high enough. We gotta approach at 51. And we'll blow everything up to then. Where are we? Need to know where I am. We haven't passed Nashville yet. $118 miles out of Chattanooga. And I'm gonna say right here. I just said on north, but I'm gonna move it so I can figure out where Nashville is for me. Right now, Nashville is 0 for me. I should be getting closer. Should be coming to the north, I'll put that away. It still says in on that arrow. Handy nanny. Let's see. Hand. Nancy Nancy. Seeker. Movie kid. Try to get this thing right on it. I've got it at 65, I'm running 66 to go down. It should stop dead on it this way. Since it's only 100 feet. Or just move straight up now. I am getting, it is going the right direction, so I can go back to the north on it now. Until when I pass it. That'll tell me when I'm dead south of it. I'm gonna step out and be right back. what's going on. Everything still looks alright. Oh man. We're on about 1:15 here. AM. I was falling asleep, falling out of this chair before I started playing the game. I did my truck game and did a real good job driving down the Greystone back in hard truck through the mines and everything. Stuck, carried a good load through the tunnel, picked up a second load on the same truck down in the Greystone Desert behind the mountain. Carried both of them down to Greystone. Picked up one there for North Harbor and came back up to behind them, like a levee thing there. There's a fuel tank burner this time. Behind that was another load of goods coming to Sandy Ranch, which is not far from North Harbor, so I picked it up and I delivered both them loads. Went through the tunnel, back through the tunnel. Didn't get lost much. Yesterday I got so lost I deleted the video, day before yesterday. But I went and played around a little bit, and all I have to do is refresh my memory because I've been there a million times over the last, well, not recently, but way back on in the early 2000s probably. I started playing hard rock probably in winter of '98. Or my machine wasn't running at first, wasn't good enough. Didn't have a video card, it had onboard graphics. But after I got the video card, in the second machine I got a little video card in it. Then I could play it a little bit. I've still got the second machine. First machine, my brother-in-law's got the other thing. Winter '95. He don't use it or nothing. It just might not even come on, but he said he thought it would last time he turned it on. But in their house, I doubt it. If I had it out, I'd have to raise the temperature on it real good and let it sit there a while to dry out. It's damp in there, in their house. So I'd have to dry it out good before I turn it on, make sure that it would have every chance it could have to come on, but it probably wouldn't. Let's look outside the plane again. The road down there going my way. Oh, I'm getting so sleepy. I'd like to finish the flight, but I might just get too tired. Right, the autopilot to get me there, all I gotta do is be awake enough to land it and not fly too far past it. Now you look at them rough bumps I was talking about. A little mountain stuff up in here. Now let me look to see how far we are out. Distance, 86 miles. But we gotta run past it 10 or 15 at least, maybe a little more, turn around, to get a good approach on it. I'm gonna go ahead and set my ILS up on now 1. Have it ready, I won't turn it on just yet. I'll let it take place of Nashville. 109.50. There we go. And the runway heading is 190. Good turning. Oh, we was on navigation. Get back on here. Come on. Back on the heading, boo. I was on navigation. I changed it. That heading there is close enough right there. That's close enough where I'm looking for now. Well, I turned this. I didn't change that, but if I turn it, if I line it back up, it'd be right. I can set it later, or at least get my heading, figure out which heading I want. All right, 100 is what I want. Right there. Now I can turn it back on. There we go. Now I can set this here on the 190 I was talking about. There we go. Now that'll be behind me when I turn around. Actually, I gotta come north to get into that. I thought it was further around. That's alright. It's a north-south runway, more or less. So, I can move. I'm gonna turn dead east. But that'll give me a little bit of north side from what I had. All right, we're passing Nashville right now. Coming upon it. When that line's straight there, we're right dead south of it. And since we're flying, we'll be flying dead east here in a minute. Or dead east right there. Come on. Yourself back over. I keep turning the thing off when I'm not supposed to be. That's dead east right there. I didn't turn it, did I? No. This is 190. This right here is fixing to be dead north. That needle was just fixing the line. At that point, I'll start watching the airport once we pass Nashville. I'll start watching the Chattanooga airport. All right, we're dead on. Straight south of Nashville now. That's what that needle right there says. Now I'm gonna switch this to. Thought I had that on there. Don't do a. Well, I can see it. I might have turned it a little bit while ago and messing with it. Oh, that thing keeps getting wet. I can't see it. Well, 109. Well, $50, that's what I had a while ago. There we go. But I gotta have 15 on this other one though. What I'm doing, I don't know. I don't need that, I need this in here. 15. 80. Right there. Right now we can tell where the airport is from us exactly. Airport is 102 from us. Direction 102 degrees at 70 miles. 70 and a half almost. I'm gonna go up just a little bit further to the north. I want to be far enough by without having to fly out when I get there, if possible. Set that over there. See when it gets to be 120 from us. How close we are. $68 miles. I'm gonna go a little further north. I think I'm gonna be closer. I really want to be able to get there. Right there. Sun's getting a little higher. But I need the airport real bad. I think there's one out there under me. Something, that's a factory or something. It's a factory or something. We're up around Maryville and Alcoa. There's a big plant right there. Maryville and Alcoa is two cities merged. Could be them right there. If it is, I've been in a house right there somewhere. Yeah, Maryville. It's one little fancy little airports along that river there. I may try to find them one of these nights. I used to play around on. And also some nuclear power plants down there. along that river right there. Let's see what we had again. 63 miles out. 62.8. And we're still traveling pretty close to it. It's on, that's 120, but it's actually, airport is actually 107 from me. Degrees. And we are traveling 100. That tells me I'm not quite over enough. I believe that's what it tells me. We'll go to 50. Even then I may have to fly a little to get there. I'll pick to come down a little because I'm getting still a long ways out, but I don't want to get involved with this. Trying to get out and can't. Throttle back so it won't overspeed. We don't really need that much mixture change at this altitude. About halfway think that needle moving there on 120. Been trying to follow the sky. Took my eyes off of it. I went throttle back, but not that much. And plus it's done leveled off. About ready to fall, wasn't it? Yeah, I was making a mistake. Mind on everything about what I was doing there. Get back above 100 or above 90 and I'll feel better. There we go. $109 miles. I'm gonna go ahead and reach. I ain't high to need that mixture. Yeah, needle moving like I said it was. Now I'm gonna go another 10. $130. Let's get that around there. I thought that needle went further than that dot. Yeah, we on up there. Now I can come down another 5 and it won't hurt nothing. I don't believe. Or 3. Which is 7. Down. As long as don't get up in the yellow too high, I'll be alright. too far out for the eyelets so far. It'll take about 20-30 miles all to do. Maybe less than that. In this simulator. 57 miles out. Just to make sure I'll hit this right here. And it ain't on. It wouldn't be. Right back over to there. This needle here has got to get all the way around to there before it lines up. And I want to be outside of 20-25 miles when it happens. Right now we're 50. And we're flying 250, 050. And the runway is 190. It's right there. Get to 20 miles, we'll cut away, work around it a little more. Might be able to see Chattanooga. Doubt it, 50 miles. Doubt it. I keep wanting to turn it with the buttons. You can't turn this with the buttons. Put off on there somewhere. Quarter of my wing. It's cloudy out here on the road when we have some falling weather when we land. Good clouds coming in. I thought about making the weather change, but here it is going to change without me making it. Still 54 and a half miles lower. We're down to 5,700 roughly. But it'll start to move again. I'll move it down another 10. $140. Right now it is. $125 from me. Right there. It's almost off my right wing. So we're fixing to pass it though. But with that far away, we can close up. We don't need to be so far away no more. I believe we can close up some. Turn almost dead east here to get away with it. I'm gonna try east and see what happens. we're plenty far away. We can afford to close up some. 25 right here. We're still closing by less than half. For every mile, it takes us 2 miles to make it up. That's where that ad, I go ahead and punch the navigation button, and I wouldn't have to worry about it. It automatically turn when you get there. You push this, and now it'll go start looking for that POR down. Start trying to get around on the side of it and do it all wrong. We come down another 600 feet. That's it. When we get ready. Uh-oh, we done got great in here, people. It's gonna be a little more interesting than I thought. That's actually, I'm glad of it, but I didn't tell it to do it. We may actually fly out of it before we get there. But right now we're swamped in. Pretty good. Now the IFR gauges are gonna come in really handy. We've got to read them now and use them, but that's all that's left. Let's look at that windshield. See there? We done got it in the soup. Now all we got left is the gauges. But the bottom one's coming over again. I'm gonna move it again. Too much. Yeah, I'm gonna go 150. The closer we get, the faster that hammer move as we move around. 49 miles out. We're still plenty far out. We're still closing. Airport's right there. Well, no, it's actually up here. That's the next point I'll be looking at. But it's up in there. So we're closed, still closing on it. 2 to 1. Traveling 2 miles to get 1 mile closer, roughly. At some point, we can rotate around it, probably. Down to 5,500. I don't think nothing that high here. Don't think. Approaching 51, we should be in good shape at that. I want about 20 miles to work with, especially in the soup. Still got 46, so it's 26 miles we can burn off while we're coming around, or so. A little more or less. Fuel is still, well, we're down almost a half a tank. We're in good shape, folks. We're gonna burn another water tank. And we got, it's gonna take us down to an hour, probably an hour to get out from now. And we are looking at, that'd be 2:45. It takes an hour. AM at my house. But I ain't got nothing planned much for tomorrow. First of the month, just trying to take care of business. got a little run around to do Saturday. Should be able to collect a little rent up through then for a couple of properties. Hope get them all in by first of the week. Hope. They're all due today. Actually, yesterday. No, today. Today's first. No, today's the second. Now it's after midnight. That hand's moving again. It's at 150. I still believe I can move in a little closer. I'm gonna give me about 5 more degrees. I'll make it 10. I can always turn out a little if I have to. What is it reading? 110. Exactly what I was after. Sort of rotate around that VOR. Let's see if we got any ILSs up. Nope, they're not up yet. I didn't think we're still out of range. Now the VOR is not dead on the airport. I don't think it's a little out. But if we get around on it, we'll be good to. I've used it before. All right, I'm going to ease down a little bit more. It's 5. I don't need to come down much more though until I get ready to get in there. I'm going to stay here for a little while. Got plenty of time to get that. I can get that all in one leg. Get that in one jump, just a few minutes. $40 miles, 41 miles. The airport is now $142. Right there, the airport's out in front of me right there. We're closing on it pretty fast here. I got 20 miles. I gotta get. I don't look too bad, I don't think. Come back around 5. Can't make my mind up what I really want. But there, 105. I don't really want to have to turn away to get up, to get out past the ILS at that height. Keep watching for this. We can turn it on once we quit watching this. Well, come on. I'll put this around 160. Thing used to not catch on a sharp angle. So check our. I think the clouds lit up on us. I believe we can see better now. Oh yeah, we flew out through the clouds and out the other side. I was sort of hoping it'd stay. Because I didn't set the weather, live weather. That says September 1st. Where is the server located? It's the second where I'm at. Now, did I turn that autopilot off in? Alright, we got this here. I'll change the weather. Back to the live weather. Makes a difference in that plane too, don't it? The upper bar is moving. So we need to start preparing. This bar here is starting to move, it says outside. See if we can see a pile of this yet. I don't think we can yet. Nope. We are 24 miles out. We're still closing, I believe. 150, yeah, we're still closing. We're getting closer to the airport all the time. And I was checking that outside, I was also checking my mountains. I don't believe nothing above 55, 5100 here, I don't think. 4,000 maybe. Anyway, I've been coming down to 5100. There we go. Down. That's approach altitude. We're close enough we won't lose the VOR, and ILS will come on at the right time. Once we go to turn it in on it, we'll start squawking for the ILS to find it. It should come up on nav 2 enough to see it. On Flight Simulator X, you can actually use the nav 2 as a directional on the ILS on nav 2 as a directional, but it won't do you much good in here because it'll only point directly to it. It won't give you a flip-flop on the needle. It don't give you an in and out. Lose the speed again. "31 miles, I'm moving away." I closed that time. Thought I was 24 a while ago. Maybe I looked at something else. .135, where I got the heading set. Plane's coming around too. Keep checking the ILS. Got it. ILS is on. Now we can work an aisle this to the VOR. I can move this one back. I might lose my DME now. I lost my DME. And this one here don't have a DME, so it don't hit me none. Go back and get the DME. 28 miles. Alright, won't be long now. We'll be on a downhill drag to it. We'll slow down, dirty up a little bit. One layer of flaps. That'll pull my speed back a little. I'm not gonna slow down, maybe I won't take the flaps off. Bottom needle when it starts around. When it starts around. The needle here will start getting right. Distance 26 miles. All this is on. It'll navigate on all this without the glide slope. A little hazy out there yet. Once we get turned around, we'll get prepared to land. Got a glide slope. We're still below it. That's where we want to be. We want to stay below it until we make contact. Now I can use the approach when things move instead of the other one. Upper bar, glide slope. Double glide slope. And we're coming around on it. Still got to be able to see these bars and reach them. Flaps will pull us back a little. We're alright. That's sort of what I wanted to do. Alright, won't be long now. Won't be long now. 10 degrees. This is starting to, these glide slopes starting to move. I'll read this one more time, 22 miles. Yeah, that's what moving. I can always come down a little to keep it in line. Uh-oh. Come on. We're 100 feet. Alright, we're alright. Everything's fine. Hit the approach button and bring her around. Bring this around to runway heading. That's what they used to tell you how to do in this plane, so that's what we're going to do. And she's coming around. Approach is set, glide slope is set. Everything is localized and ready. Now let's get ready. I'll get one more level of flaps now, and the rest of them on the glide slope. When that right there takes over. Keep it where I can see that. It'll tell me when it takes over, I think. The altitude light should go out. I can always raise the flap back up for speeds. That's right now. As long as it stays above 80, I'm alright. So you get speed back up. Don't need all them flaps right there. Don't need them at all, but I like to use them. I want to slow down quick. Glide slope takes over though. It ain't reading. I told it to go down it twice, it didn't do it. I knew my speed didn't change. Glide slope we can take over. The altitude should go out. I believe that's how it's going to work. It does on all the rest of them. The ALT should go out and glide slope be the only thing on. Any minute now. If not, the plane will at least start down. That's it. Alright. We're doing a short field landing flaps wise. Throttle's full. We can slow down a little bit, not much. The flaps will hold us back. Down to about 80 or between 80 and 90. Maybe a little less. Headed into Chattanooga. Approach on Chattanooga right now. ILS approach. Plane flying and set. I'll take over at the last minute and try to land it. I didn't use the word try. Be nice if I could see the autopilot. I want to turn it off to make sure everything goes off. Right there should do it. Don't have a throttle, so all I gotta do is turn off the altitude. Heading and autopilot master. One should do it just a master, but well, we pull back to about 90 now. Airport towards the site, one way to the site. Backing off the throttle just a little. Trying to slow down without being ridiculous. Got to keep enough pull to left on record out of the sky. The lower we get, the more ground effect we get. Speeding up means be slowing down and speeding up. Flaps are full. Fuel. On your half tank, get down to a quarter. It took most of that fuel to get here. We're slowing down now. I'll take over about 300 feet, somewhere around 300 feet. I could now, but I'll wait and make sure it's the right airport, then go to it. Someone went over, I think. Get myself to bed in a few minutes and sleep a couple hours extra in the morning. I push the throttle back down because I was getting too slow. And first thing I know, I'm too fast. Applied 85, he didn't know. Full flaps, the auto pilot was slower, but you gotta have enough momentum on it prop. Don't you? Once you get slow, you start nose climbing. When it does that, she'll pull you out of the sky. Out of marker. It's a little better. Not that I need to do anything with that, and I didn't. Slow down just a little more. Pick the speed back up for me. Well, tailwind. I didn't check the wind, it's just coming in. Don't seem to be too bad, but a little rock to me there, back and forth. Slow down. About 80, 85 is all I'm on. Keeps getting back up there and be slowing down. But that don't mean tailwind. Tailwind would probably not read the speed it'd be doing. Tailwind I'd be doing more without reading it. You could add that to what you read. headwind will read it. Tailwind will push it. Actually won't read how much the wind is doing. It has to be in that tube out there, and the wind behind you ain't in that tube. And even though it's pushing you, it's not collecting wind for it. Won't be long now. The bigger interstate down there. So it won't get too slow before it gets there. Looking pretty good right there. I'm about ready to take over. Starting to weave. I mean, I'm getting about as slow as I can stand. I can't see my controls. Now, off, off, off. It's off. Everything's supposed to be off. Lights are on, but it's supposed to be off. Get down there. Get down there a little bit. Get down there. Throttle off. I got that momentum without it. Flare. Come on. A little bit high when you played out. Not higher I wanted to be, but it's alright. Everything's fine. Things just fine. Won't want to park inside. Park in the right place. I'll have somebody tell me where to park it. But I don't know where I'm going to park it. GA aircraft. I'm going to go over here. If I don't find nobody, I'll park it anyway. Is that a man standing yonder? There's a plane sitting there though. Ain't no flag. Ain't no, nobody there tell me where to stop. Not that I need it, I don't really. Go back up the other way. So it's a fake airplane. Uh-oh, turned green on me. Uh-oh. That was a problem, wasn't it? I don't think we're gonna find no good parking place. I see something over yonder, but I ain't going where I don't think. I saw something over yonder, I thought. Maybe another plane parked over there. Maybe what I'm looking at. Over here. Anybody coming? I hope not. I ain't gonna do it. back in Flight 295, I had a 737 on me while I was crossing the runway. That was, I guess, the first one did. Ain't the only one though. Watch out there. The light. Bloop, bloop. If I don't see that over here, I'm gonna park it anyway. Some GA there. I didn't use no. Yeah, I didn't want. I didn't use these. They probably use the ATC coming in. I don't see no. Oh, he got. That's a pushback. He ain't got a flag one. Everybody got the parking places. I'm gonna park it just on my own. He got a flagman on him. That's it right there. Set the park brake. And that comes up. We should fix that. Has something to do with that. Whatever that window is. Anyway, let's get back in the plane. And we shut the lights off. Oh, I didn't turn my land lights on. I'm good at that now. Actually, it's on. I think something turns on my light. Yes, I didn't turn the land lights on now. Everything I saw. There we go. I'm gonna turn this off. This off. Turn the battery off. I'm gonna pull the throttle, the fuel out, shut the fuel off. Then I'll turn the. Can't turn the key off because it can put this window up. This flight. That's what it said yesterday, 304. Time 5:41. 5:44. I ain't flying no stagger wing. That's when I had that stagger wing. I didn't fly about 3 minutes. So what that is. What about today's flight? Didn't have a flight plan, I guess. I sure didn't. I wasn't planning on it. That's the same information on the one yesterday. I thought that was telling me something. They ain't telling me nothing. Oh, I gotta say continue down here. So I can get in here and turn this off. Now, cut everything. There we go. That's all that. Back outside the plane. Look around. He had him a. He had him a man to show him where to park. There's a pushback there, but ain't no thing there. I had one at Reelfoot Lake. I didn't have a flight plan there either. I probably didn't know where they wanted me to park. I didn't ask them. That's all right. They don't care. Well, that's all. It's a town dog. I'm gonna call it good for tonight. It's a pretty long little flight. We'll see if we can't get it put up on YouTube and somebody might want to watch it. It's been pretty long though. That's it. I'm gonna go.